欢迎收听只有欢乐没有慢热，
只有特色绝对炙热的最佳播客
Sip and Tell。我是常客包子，
我是常客 Kim，
哎，我是来宾 Charlie。
好，欢迎 Charlie 来到我们的 Sip and Tell。我们
Hello
我们好久没有见了 ，So you know Sip and Tell。What shall we do?
Cheers！
Sip.
哦，sip some nice alcohol
，sip 完了再 tell。
I think most of the audience should be quite familiar with Charlie already 啦 right?
yes,
演了那么多戏，又演 King，
演了这么多戏还没人懂嘞，很假辣嘞。
You okay? I still do a self introduction 啦，对了对。
Yeah. Hello. My name is Charlie, and I'm an actor. I've been acting for the past 10 years. Just nice 10-year anniversary.
Oh,
Yeah.
this year 10th year?
Yeah, 10th year. 10th year going full time.
Congratulations！
Yeah.
ABTM also 10th year 嘞。
Yeah, ABTM. I started
That's
ABTM.
when you started?
Yeah, full
Not
time.
before that?
Before that, I did lah like part time.
Oh, part time also considered 吗？
Part time considered lah. Don't want. You know, very long Part time considered.
Okay. 继续，我不要 interrupt 你，sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. That's my introduction.
Okay. 欢迎你来啦。今天这个 topic 我们邀请你来呢，其实是要聊 about the in-law relationships.
Yep.
So how's your relationship with in-law?
Like I told you lah, very good.
Very good.
Fantastic, yeah. This is not because I'm saying because I'm
Because you're on air.
yeah,
Right?
not because I'm on air, but it's really true. I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. I don't want to jinx it. I hope it will remain like that forever.
Maybe after this episode when you go back, you'll be different already.
I'm sure it will.
No, but very good, my in-laws.
Okay, because for the story submissions that we got, we actually has quite a few really
Thorough one ah.
我读了
dramatic 的
very dramatic.
Oh.
After I read it, I was like, 我不敢相信，在这个世代还有这样的东西。
所以你会觉得有点像电视剧的那个
It really felt like a
TV drama. Oh dear.
It really felt pretty much like a drama. Yeah. So we actually have two very prominent one. Normally we only do one story, right? But I feel that the second one, and actually the first one also quite jalat. But the second one is like the way that she phrased it. I believe you guys will want to hear it.
I'm sure. I'm excited.
Like
Okay.
really. Yeah.
I mean,
But
毕竟
I'm very curious. Like I've never asked you this before.
Yes.
But how's your relationship? With
我也想问 I was
You
gonna
wanna
ask
throw-
too.
I can tell you a bit more later lah.
yeah.
I can
Not
tell
on
you.
air.
I did share a bit of my in-law stories.
Yeah.
Prior to this episode on our
Other
previous
episodes,
episodes.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
有讲到一点点 but
Okay.
not so in depth.
Okay, is it not the best? Can be better. Don't say not the best. Can be better, is it?
Charlie 在 dig 了，他在 dig 你的 story， 他 dig 你的
I will say I don't even have a relationship with them.
Oh, is it because they are not here?
They are not here.
They're not here.
They're
Okay,
not
okay,
here
okay.
啦。
Hey，
Kim 没有结婚哦，Kim
还没有，
还没有啊。Okay.
Thankfully, I'm just gonna learn.
Okay.
I'm gonna absorb and apply.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're very far away. So my in-laws, I don't really have a lot of opportunities to interact with them. But my wife did interact with my mom lah.
Yeah.
So that was quite a dramatic experience for
Okay,
her.
okay.
So before I go into that, I feel that maybe I share with you guys the short film first. We watch the
Okay.
short film first.
Okay.
Then 我们再慢慢的诉苦吧。你没有苦诉啦，所以可能我
我
这边
今天是来吃瓜的，
你来吃瓜的，我帮我老婆诉一点点苦。Yeah.
好，我们一起看。
Okay. 来
Let's
来。
watch the short film first.
My name is Dara, 29, newlywed. This is my husband Leo. He has a gentle demeanor and is a good listener. But a gentle demeanor also means he is seldom confrontational, and a good listener because he doesn't refute. And that's Nancy, Leo's mother, my mother-in-law. Before our marriage, she has always been nice to me, smiley and amicable. But that was before we got married. Nancy demands that I wake up as early as 6 in the morning to make breakfast for Leo and her. And the thing is, Leo doesn't even take breakfast at home. After every dinner, the floor has to be swept. On top of that, I was also made to change the bed sheets every 3 days. According to Leo, it used to be a bi-weekly affair. Although Leo does not want to take sides nor go against his mother, he is here offloading the chores for me. But little did I know, the real suffering is only just about to begin. I was on my way back from work when I heard her voice. I wanted to go over to say hi, but
so old already, leh. Still haven't given birth to my grandson.
Did they go for medical checkups?
Check for what? My son is very healthy. No need to check. If you want to check, she should be the one to go for checkup. You know or not? She's very lazy, you know. Ask her to do a bit of housework. Still need my son to help.
I've done everything I can to fit into her idea of a good daughter-in-law, and this is how I'm portrayed.
You're back? Dear, what's wrong?
I'm pretty sure your mother hates me.
No, I don't think that's possible.
She was gossiping to the neighbor about me, saying I'm barren and lazy and old.
Dear, she's just impatient. She wants to carry a grandchild. Yeah, that's all.
But we agreed to plan this after our trip, isn't it? And she knows about it, right?
Yes, I know.
Can't imagine how much more gossiping has been happening behind my back. And what others think of me.
Dear, I don't think she thinks like that.
Leo, I'm serious. If this carries on, I'm gonna speak up for myself. And you better don't try to stop me.
Okay, calm down. You know what? Let me show you something. This will make your day.
Show me what? We got it?
Yes!
Wait. Our new flat. Promise it's just going to be the two of us, right?
Yes, I promise.
I convinced myself that I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel soon. However, it proves to be impossible. I was made to stay up and serve them at this ungodly hour, and to make matters worse, her relentless sarcastic attacks on me.
Your daughter-in-law, not bad, huh?
So lah. You must see who teach her. If I don't train her, you think she can make it?
Hey, Lai Peng. She's also quite pretty leh.
Of course, pretty lah. Spend so much of my son money on the makeup and skincare.
Aiya, youngsters these days spend all their money on skincare and cosmetics. Normal lah.
Young? Excuse me, she's already 30 years old, you know.
The emotions
How
and
old were
anger
you
in me were
when you
stirring
gave birth to your
within.
daughter?
I was shaking in embarrassment, but I bit my lip and decided to go back to my room. I can't wait till the day that we move out.
Already, no, still got nothing.
I wanted to speak to Leo about this, but so what if I did? It's just going to be a futile attempt, and I do not wish to put him on the spot. This was the last straw. She knows I'm a Christian, yet she hides an amulet in my pillow. I've reached my boiling point, and this is it.
Mother,
Aiyo, you want to scare me?
if your conscience is clear, why are you scared? What is this?
Isn't it obvious?
I know what this is. But you know I'm a Christian, right?
Wow, I got this charm is for your own good leh. Huh? So what if you're a Christian? Who asked you cannot give birth?
We've got our own plans.
Yeah, I know. Your plan. You will only plan after your trip, right? When is your trip? 3 years later? 10 years later? Or after I die? Every day pray. If your God is real, I don't have to spend so much time on getting this charm. I tell you, if your God doesn't bear you a child, my will.
Mother, this is between you and me.
Enough.
小杂包.
Mom, enough. Let me talk to Dara.
She started this.
Okay, dear. Let's head back to our room first, okay?
Don't touch me.
Where? Come here for a while.
Oh.
She calls Leo over, and I have an ominous feeling about it. Leo is finally back after an hour. From his expression, I sensed that something was wrong.
So? What does she say?
She knows about our flat.
What? How does she know?
I'm not sure, but she knows.
Fine. Does she want us to move out? I don't mind. No! Don't even think about it! I'm not going to let her move in with us.
I didn't agree to it. She's not asking. She's telling me her decision.
What? Are you... Ever since I moved in. I've been tolerant of all her antics. And I've kept quiet despite all the insults and demeaning gossips she spreads about me. And I've not argued back, regardless of how angry I was. Because she is your mother and I love you. But now we have a chance to move into our new house together. Are you sure you're going to throw all of that away?
Yeah, just... Please don't.
Leo, I know she is your mother. But I've told you about this, right? I need to stand my ground on this matter. If I'm not going to get the basic respect I deserve in this marriage, then I don't see how we can work out in the long term. This is my ultimatum. If you're not going to talk to her about it, I am. So may I?
In this moment, a whirlwind of emotions unleashed. I know in my heart after this confrontation, whatever that's left of our relationship will be damaged beyond salvation. After that night, we were like strangers living under the same roof. Time to time, I still hear Nancy emotionally blackmailing Leo into letting her move in with us. What would you do? What?
Okay. So, how you guys feel about this?
真的是 drama.
Yeah,
真的 TV
like,
drama.
我觉得像这一类的故事 to me, I only saw it in films or dramas. 日常生活中身边有类似的东西 but it's not as bad as what happened inside that short film lah.
It's not based on a true story, right?
It's based on
It
a true
is.
story,
Or
bro.
it is based on true
什么
story.
观众写
Okay,
进
like
来
actually I'm not very surprised because when I first got married, right, me and my wife we stayed with my grandmother for first
Okay.
2 years before we moved out to a new place lah. So as long as you stay together with somebody else, right, 一定有 friction. It's not just me. My grandmother loves me. But when I stay with her, 也是有吵架的. In the story, right, they quarreled because of the amulet thing,
the
right?
amulet
Because
thing,
she's
yeah.
Christian and all that. I mean, I'm also Christian. My grandmother is obviously not Christian. Yeah. I hope one day she'll be, but yeah. So 一定有这种摩擦的啦.
Just once it comes to religion, I feel it's quite
Very
touchy lah.
sensitive.
It's
Very
quite touchy lah.
sensitive.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
you don't know how serious different individuals are to their religion. Some
Correct.
people 青菜 they don't mind so much, 只要自己的信仰在. But some people are like, hey, let's not cross certain lines.
Yeah.
So it's very touchy.
Yeah.
And the moment 那个妈妈讲说，哇，如果你怀不上小孩，我的神会，
哇，
哇，那个，
那个真的是哇，
哇，我听到我都会来，
有一点不测。
不止不测哦，我应该会，哇，我当下如果我是达拉的话，
不是我怀不了诶，是你儿子给不了诶。
哦，actually 我有想到这个东西
我刚刚
，Scarly 是他的儿子不行嘞。
But actually true. Most of the time,
it's usually lah, it's
usually
usually the
is the
man lah.
guy's
Yeah.
sperm is not active or whatever.
I think maybe this mother-in-law is very insecure because he's probably the only son, Leo, right? Maybe unknowingly she's just venting her unhappiness of losing a son technically, especially when the
Actually, you have
BTO
a
thing.
very good, actually you have
Yeah.
a very good point because, but by right lah, this is how I feel lah. Your kids you gave them a life, right? They should go and live their life, you know.
可是我觉得 firstly, maybe the couple has a wrong doing by not informing about the BTO. I think from beginning 结婚之前就应该讲 hey 我们有一个 BTO coming.
But that's the hard part, I guess, because
Yeah.
if I put myself in the shoe, if my mother-in-law is like that, and of course I want to try to avoid all this kind of unnecessary conflict.
Yeah.
I know if I tell her we have a BTO,
Yeah.
next moment I will know that she want to move in with us. Probably you can sense it already.
Okay, but
Maybe
okay,
she doesn't know.
Okay, what if she finds out? Like in this case, right? Then she asks you, Bans, 我一定要跟你去住.
So this is the struggle that
Yeah,
she faces also.
yeah.
I mean, so to
So
me,
as you, what will you do?
it's a very tough call. It's a very tough call. Like really, because okay, just now I was
手
saying.
心也是肉，手背也是肉啊。
手心手背也是肉。
Yes.
Because this is what happened last time also. Like prior to the short film, we were saying that
Yeah.
you know what happened to my wife and my mother.
Yeah.
The two of them I was stuck in between with that kind of relationship.
Oh no.
Because they were literally working together. My wife came to Singapore to work for my mom for 2 years in her company, and day in day out they face each other. and when they go home, they're still staying together. There's a lot of like opportunities
Tension.
for them to create tension and create friction.
Yeah.
And even in company, like my wife is also quite strong-minded lah. Like 她有她自己的想法的。Sometimes my mom give her some orders or things that for her to fulfill. 她会有自己的想法跟做法 which my mom won't be happy. Then they will have a quarrel in office. Then when my wife come back, then she will cry and she will just tell me that what happened, right? Then to me it's like it's work also. Like technically you are working under my mom.
Yeah.
But I know how you feel. If she's just your boss, I will side you. But at the same time, that's my mom. And 如果我要 go up against her, I mean, in the end, I still did lah to protect her because
Go up against who? Your mom lah?
my mom.
Oh.
And actually, I was very rebellious. The whole incident of me and her getting married and having a kid before even informing my mom. That was the whole.
Yeah.
But back then, I was stuck in a situation. I was like, after all, she raised me. I sort of, I have that. 我会感觉 guilty 啦 if I really, 因为一个女生，然后
可是她是你老婆了。
Yeah, but she's your wife,
You know
you
what I
see.
mean?
Yeah, so
You
因为
said a wedding vow 的嘛，
因为在那时我们还没有结婚，
对不对？ wedding vow 嘛。
没有那个时候我们还没有结婚啊。We were planning to get married, but we haven't got married.
已经有宝宝了那时候，
还没。
还没。
We just decided to stay together. So the baby came after the 2 years of her working, but the fact that she moved over and she sacrificed her business and her
Everything.
life in Taiwan and moved over, I felt that I also owe her a lot.
Yeah.
So I have to make a decision, but it was really tough. Like 你要晒水，讲真的，
对。
如果I throw you in the same situation, you guys like 你们会去晒水。
To be fair, right, I feel if you know that both characters are strong and all that, boundaries have to be set in the beginning. So say, hey, I know that my mom is one kind. I know my girlfriend also strong. I feel that in the beginning, when they decide to work together, I will tell them, whatever you do in work, please don't bring it back home to maintain a relationship. I think some boundaries have to be set. 有些话你要先打预防针，然后你才 go through with it. Then after that 他们要来吵的时候，你就可以讲，我跟你讲过了，你要做这个东西 whatever is in from work, just keep it there, settle there, resolve everything, come back, you're a different relationship. I feel sometimes have to be like that lah.
Yeah.
要先讲的 But I mean, we all learn, right? We won't in the beginning think that things will go wrong in any certain way. Yeah.
这个是一个比较 optimistic 的 scenario 啦。
我知道 but 还是会有 drama 的啦。
Yeah, when it comes to different generations, it's just very hard to open start a very open conversation. 你跟你
That's true.
imagine 你跟你的岳母坐下来，丈母娘 today I got something that I need to talk to you. Let's sit down and talk it out, trash it out. They won't do that. Because they got their, that kind of, not say hierarchy 啦，他们有他们自己的 I'm the elder 嘛，我是家里的长辈嘛，我的那个辈分就是比你高。
That's true.
What if this is just something that's quite we came across when we're doing research, came across on TikTok. Like if you face this, people say like, you face this kind of parents if they ask you to do house chores, you purposely it up. You purposely do until damn jialat.
Then what? You hope the in-laws will do it themselves
刷啦，我自己做啦。
呀，就是他一直叫你做东西嘛，但我就故意全部都做得很不好。反正你都已经对我这样了。You ask me to do okay lah, I wash the plate, but after that all the plates still dirty one. Then you ask me to mop the floor.
But like that is as good as like sweeping the problem under the rug,
Yeah lah.
Yeah, you're not solving anything. You're not helping anything.
In a way, it's true lah.
But they might also
你
find
要做
another
你
reason
就做
to
好
blame
了，
you.
你不要做咯，不要做half
So if it's you, you won't do that lah. You either do it or don't do it.
Yeah, it's either I do it or don't do it. No point I do half, then later I do F.
You just want to know. I think that the strategy is you just want to piss them off to an extent, right?
When they give up.
also when they give up, or if not, they also want you to move out, and your husband also bo pian. Okay, let's move out lah.
That's not solving the problem.
Yeah lah.
Right? It's not solving any
Like,
problem.
but like we discussed, sometimes the problem won't be able to solve.
Cannot be solved.
Yeah.
Right? How are you able to solve it?
Cannot
when
be sorry,
That's
it all up.
Cannot be solved, then make it worse.
Yeah.
要不真的啊，你到一个点，来，如果你碰到这种 parents, you got no way to resolve it.
Yeah, man.
Like how will you define like good in-laws? 'Cause
Okay,
it's
I
like,
feel some in-laws, right, they like to continue stepping into their kids' life after their kids get married, which I feel is not wrong, but if you can avoid, right, better not to do it lah. Just let your kids live their own life,
Especially when there's babies involved. 你生孩子
Actually, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe
The discipline part. Oh my
Correct.
god.
that
maybe
one-
because I haven't had kids, so not yet. Yeah, but you're right. The discipline part, because naturally parents
Will have
那个
很宠
grandkids 的嘛
Yes.
right? Then as parents, you also want to set a certain standard of discipline for your
Yeah.
kids. So that one I don't know.
Yeah.
That one hopefully I'll never get there.
But
Yeah. No, I mean I want
you
kids.
want
I want
kids,
kids.
right?
I want
Yeah.
kids. But hopefully I don't get to experience that. That one I have to tell my in-laws to say, hey, can you don't teach them like that.
So like just now we got mention something that's very very true, which like whether you guys are staying together with in-law or not, that one is very important.
Yes, yes.
你如果跟你 in-law 一起住的话 they're bound to be conflicts to me. I mean
For sure.
很难 avoid，就是没有几个 in-law 是愿意坐下来跟你去 heart to heart. Some will lah. I'm not saying that all won't, but a majority of the stories that I heard, and even the other story that I'm going to share with you guys later, it's the same thing. Like you cannot imagine how their brain behaves. Like you just feel that they are very authoritative over you. And for
Yeah.
me, it's like 我的 in-law 在台湾.
Yeah.
然后 after we have a kid in Singapore, I don't stay with my dad because they got divorced. I stay with my mom, but my mom went back to China to do business. So yeah.
风平浪静。
风平浪静，Yeah，说到后面其实就是因为没有住在一起，就没有那么多机会to发生口角，that we won't have chance to actually。
然后见面的时候也比较 chill, because like long time no
yeah,
see.
long time no see.
The focus point is 你过得好不好，
对
not
对
on the past disputes, right?
Correct. And this thing is like 我要跟你们 share 的那个 story 真的是一个天一
My
个
God, I
地。
can't wait. 我觉得你要笑就是应该是很好笑。
没有，就因为我一直在听，就是我们
那个也是 real life story 哦。
对对，
Yes.
那个很 real。
那个应该是
I really want to see how bad it
No,
is.
okay. Then in
Oh
that case,
dear.
let me just share that with you all first 啦。因为为什么我讲那个很 real？因为 I tell you the title of the when the person wrote in, the title is already damn real already.
What's the title?
The title is called 我你全家。
可以播咩这样？
So it's 我嘟你全家。
Okay, I think at this
哇，很
situation
拖嘞
我们要干杯先。
压
我干杯啊！
我干杯先，压一下惊先。Okay, heads up
听起来
first.
很精彩。
Heads up first. So when you guys are hearing this story, you guys gonna hear a lot of beeps. But I decided to keep all the beeps.
Keep
and
it real.
Keep it real so that you all can hear the really how the story unfolds. Of course, we censored out some other parts lah.
辛苦你们了，工作人员，你们要
Yeah,
哔
so
哔
我们要一直
哔哔哔
beep。And 这个 story 他 the way that she wrote it is very very proper. 他给了我一个很他说 story of a 隆重习Xiaolang family. Okay, so there's a few characters. There's the mother who is employed since 18-year-old. So there's the father who's the boss of the family lah. Okay. Then there's the elder sister. She's some CC manager. Then there's the younger sister and also the husband, which she described it as Masi Xiaowan, just the least Xiao of the in the family.
I think the
Wait, so they all stay together?
they all
Then they
stay
all
in the same house.
Yeah, all stay in the same house.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow, the house must be damn big ah.
It's
Right.
it got say lah. It's a 5-room lah. It's a 5-room.
Okay.
5 room only.
It's a
ah?
5 room.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
a
landed
5
or
room.
what? Okay, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here we go. Okay, guys.
来，
哇，有点长，so bear with me. Okay, 话说啊，在 some 11 years ago, when I was dating my now husband, I went to his parents' place, okay, where he used to live. And before we went for our movie, while I was at the gate, his sister's dog, a very protective one, start to 起笑 and bite on my shin. 洗狼告，狼笑 already very annoying 啊，even the 告 also 笑，你啊嘛。
Wow.
So 跟他 bite 了啊，就算了。So my husband brought me in and I waited in his room. His 笑老布 walked past his room and saw me and called me a prostitute because of my makeup. LOL. Because you know the old school makeup very thick one.
对
And she tries to chase me out.
This is girlfriend or wife? Not yet. This is girlfriend
This
only
is
lah.
the
Girlfriend
girlfriend stage.
Girlfriend stage ah.
Girlfriend stage.
Okay.
So fast forward a few months later, I went to his place again. Okay, this time with zero makeup. The loud welcome me. I told her I'm the same girl that day and she refused to believe. She said, 不可能啦，乱讲，那个像鸡嘞。哇 okay, Ken. When we were dating, my husband would tell me how up his family is. His parents, especially his dad, who always looked down on him and ever told him, 你永远啊，买不起五房的啦。LOL. His parents' HDB is a 5-room flat. Okay, so after being accepted, so she started to stay over more often and officially moved in. After moving in, this is where the craziness of the Xiao family started. So when they are having their meals, we have it in our room on a small foldable table. There was one Chinese New Year, a few days before we got married. we went back to my mother's home for a reunion lunch. This is the
Girl's
girl's mother, because his Xiaolang told us we need to be back for dinner. So when we got back at their dining table was all the 5 Xiaolangs seated and having their dinner without us. After my husband filled up the rice for us and stood by the dining table, his elder sister said, 哇，如果他坐下来，我就不吃了。And guess what his dad said? 你们去房间吃。
What?
Ask who? Ask the couple
ask the
Both of
couple.
them.
Wow, at that point, I was so angry, my eyes welled up. I told him that this is the first and the last time we are having so-called reunion dinner with the family.
This is married already, right?
This is before.
Or before?
Still
还没
before.
有结婚就这样子
Still
了
before,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
I said my mom cooked us a table of good food, served us, and we come back to this kind of humiliation. 开什么玩笑? So again, fast forward to their wedding day. This is the 初四, so they got married on 初四 lah. The dad's company resumed work on 初四, so he didn't attend the wedding.
What?
Yeah, and instead, the husband's uncle came. So my relative who attended that day were asking if his uncle was my father-in-law. I said nope. The father 硬要开工, so the uncle come. The father even didn't
Got issues
attend.
leh.
Yeah,
He hate the son
I think so, eh.
maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
So basically, his mother and younger sister also will put Ukraine drama. Asked his dad to chase us out, saying that we 霸占 her sister's room, which the sister actually gave up a few years back because they were together. And the sister backstory is the sister last time agreed to give her room to them. But at that point of time, we were already so close of getting the key to our BTO. But being Xiao, they of course couldn't wait to kick us out. So out of the 1.5 year we were living there, the chasing happened about 3 times. But on the third occasion, I told my husband I had enough. I think we should really shift out. I told him, I got parents give birth one leh. I not beggar leh. I not nowhere to go leh. I can go back and stay with my brothers. I seriously no need to be so 委屈. But this situation now is your family here literally giving you the ultimatum. 看要看你死啊. I said even if we were to save lesser due to rental, I also 甘愿. So he called up his friend and his friends told us to go over and stay in his flat. Yeah, so we started packing up and guess what? The Xiaolang came to the door crying and told us not to go.
Sorry, but off, man.
Like I thought the moment before you were chasing them away, so when I was reading until here, I was like, huh? Like what is going on in their head? So fast forward another few months, we've gotten our keys and started renovation. So when the reno was halfway done, the mother suddenly gave us the same day notice to shift out. You're like, so the mother also a bit split personality to me. I feel like 一下子要,一下子不要. I told my husband we can just use the extra blankets we have as the bedding. So on the eve of Christmas, we officially moved into the with the common toilet and living room half done. But 感觉很痛快. So thereafter, the drama 告一段落 already since they moved out. And this is what we've been talking about, right?
Yeah.
If you moved out, I guess.
So are things better now? Did she?
But so this is where
Not the end, not the
not
end,
the end,
sorry,
not yet. So thereafter, drama 告一段落, but they 不忘闭 their 嘴. The mother tell my husband that she prayed that we 早日离婚 and 希望我生不出孩子.
I'm sure this girl has a strong personality, and for her to loon
loon till now, right?
is
Yeah.
really giving the utmost respect she can.
Yeah.
Really.
So fast forward to where she's getting successfully pregnant. Her prayer 没有效, so she gave that.
So what did she say how the Xiaolang family treat like her when she was pregnant and all that?
Never. This part never mentioned. And then also months after giving birth to my baby, my husband was told that the elder sister in her 40s suffered a miscarriage. So guess whose prayer works on the wrong person? Yeah, both sisters yet to bear child, by the way. Yeah. So moral of the story, which is what you said, 留一点口的 karma is a
Yeah, man, so mean.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not go to your son's wedding firstly?
And it's
It's
just
like say your father touch wood pass away, you don't go to the funeral. It's equally as bad, I feel.
Yeah. 我在读这个的时候，其实我真的没有办法去想说，哇 there's still things like that's happening.
I'm sure there are a lot of people with issues and then very bad communication skills. So they do crazy to convey their frustration or unhappiness to people. 有些人他们的沟通 level 是低到很厉害的. Like I've seen people, parents and child, like their relationship very like that. Then some things 就是不想解释. Then after that they will just 发飙 and do something crazy
Yeah,
just to
yeah,
vent their
yeah.
anger. No meaning 的东西嘞 just 起笑搬出去 for example. But why do I want to suddenly ask you 搬出去？是不是你做东西不对吧？我不懂要怎么跟你讲。I feel they have major communication issues.
Yeah.
And then this girl sway because she's with this guy ma. So she had to get it together with him. Ma.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly, I don't think I'll even get married to that guy if I'm the girl.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as
你
good
有
as
多爱？
marrying, including the family, ma, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is one of my question also. If you already have an in-law like that prior to marriage, would you even proceed on to marry the guy?
I think I won't.
I don't know.
think I won't,
What if I love the
guy so much,
guy? Yeah.
Boundaries cannot be set in this kind of scenario.
Can lor, they just don't stay together firstly. Then secondly, 可以少见面就少见面 birthday 才回去这些了 I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but if every time we interact you're gonna be a then I'd rather not interact unless it's special occasion lor.
But 你就是因为喜欢上了 then 因为有这个 I think
I mean, in a way, you also pity the guy as a girl,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
If you
yeah.
love the guy, then
Yeah.
you see the guy also everything kena hantam by the father, say 你没有用啦这些。
买不起五房啦
Yeah.
这种的 like huh?
Then you also like will generally pity him, you know, like sympathize with him.
Yeah. Actually, I feel so what if it's family? Sometimes if it's really too much to take and it's just driving you mad, then 放手 is okay 的。Yeah.
I mean also like 就算有像那么 tough 的 situation, I guess end of the day is a matter of choice. 你有手有脚，不管怎样来 move out 不会死的嘛。
是。
I mean there is a possibility to just create a separation. 就找一个小的apartment都好，只要你跟他们分开了。I think you will be much better on your mental health well-being.
Oh yes.
And also, the lifestyle that you can live with your partner lah.
Definitely.
Rather than you keep trapping yourself in that kind of situation. But of course, this only applies to 这一类的 really I can call like monster in-laws. Like they're really like monsters,
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But 如果你的 parent is the one who is causing the problem, what will you do? Like for you, it's always the if.
No, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
talk to my parents.
Same.
Yeah, I'll say you cannot do this lah. If you continue doing this, right, then
You see less
then
of me.
then we'll probably won't come and visit you or something lah. You know.
So you will actually step up.
I will say because there is no always right or wrong, but some things are
You ultimatum one.
some things some lines you cannot cross one. You know, it's not like it's a grey area or anything. But this one, if like you constantly talk down to my wife and all that, right? Cannot lah. Because this is somebody I'm going to spend the rest of my life with,
Yeah.
right? This is somebody that I gave wedding vows for, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, morally speaking, like, when we stand on that moral ground, like,
Yeah.
我们在道德这个看的时候，肯定 I think we will make that decision.
It's very easy to
It's
say.
very easy to
It's
say.
very easy to say.
For real, like whatever we have discussed now
Yeah.
on that, we haven't experienced it. And
Yeah.
when we are talking about the solution, it's damn easy. It's
Yeah,
like,
okay.
this
When
is the
you're
right
in
thing
it,
to do. When you are in it,
Yeah.
I feel there's a lot of, even though they were like clear borders or clear lines that you've drawn, but these lines are always going to be blurred somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When,
Yeah.
I totally agree
When
with you.
really hits a fence,
Yeah.
And 真的 when 一个 decision 是你今天如果你要跟你的父母断绝关系 because 他 mistreat your wife lah basically, but this person has been spending so much time and effort raising you. Maybe before this that 他真的没有任何的问题. It's after the marriage
Yeah.
things start to happen, and without finding out the reason or what, it's very hard for you to just defend one party.
Correct.
And say that 因为你对我的老婆这样 so 你跟她讲了这些话 but sometimes
Actually-
your other half might lie also. It's
Yeah. Actually, 也不用断绝关系啦。
我只是讲
Or
比较
sometimes you are the
extreme 啦
problem because you haven't been a good bridge. You know what I mean?
It's also
Yeah.
Could be.
Possible.
But if 真的 my parents cannot see eye to eye with my wife, right? And my wife cannot see eye to eye with them, right? You don't need to 断绝关系, you still can be filial to your parents. Just that you put your wife out of the picture lah. They don't have to see each other.
Yeah.
If you need to visit your parents, you just go alone, no? I mean that's the worst case scenario lah, I guess,
I mean the 断绝关系 one is really extreme lah.
Yeah.
Very extreme, very
Until like
extreme.
life and death happen,
Yeah.
I don't think 断绝
unless your parents keep saying
say
if
until
you-
your
like,
wife
if you don't go
流产
divorce your
哇
wife, if you don't go divorce your wife or what,
But
then
我讲一句老实话，就这个是有发生在我自己身上过的。就 this kind of mentality has came across multiple times. Because if if let's say my mom's prejudice towards my wife
Yeah.
is not been resolved, I really have so many times in my head that I told myself, should I just cut ties or what? 会有的，
一定啊。
我不能讲说
I know,
说
I
为
know,
什
I
么
know.
我 throw out 这个 scenario
Yeah,
right because
yeah.
I've been through it like
Yeah.
this is real like 如果我不这样做 emotionally I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I don't want to handle this kind of thing every single day, day in day out. Like 就像你讲的，我今天不带我老婆去 but the problem is still there. What? Then should I just do a clean cut or what? I mean that's me. I mean that's
Yeah.
how I will want to think of how to solve the problem. But for those of you who are listening, probably this is not a good advice lah. I mean this is just for me. Actually, you always had very good relationship with the in-laws.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So do you maintain it? Like what do you do?
Okay, because my wife is very close with her family. Yeah, very close. So sometimes when I'm working or what, right, then she'll go out with her family.
Okay.
Yeah. Then if I'm not, usually, mostly like once a week or twice a week, we'll just go out for a meal lah.
So you all like will consciously like sort of put in effort to meet up.
Yeah. My in-laws will also want to come and eat with us lah. Yeah. In-laws sometimes they come over after dinner, then play mahjong and all that.
what?
Yeah.
It's
Oh, you all
nice.
still play mahjong together.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of in-laws that they will initiate, you know, and also like from your part, that you sometimes you will
Effort
initiate
comes
efforts
both
lah,
ways.
comes both ways lah.
I will give gifts like
Okay.
榴莲 season 我就送
买
榴莲
榴莲
Oh yeah.
月
It's like
饼我就
mooncake.
送月
Yeah,
饼
we buy mooncake and all
CNY
that.
我会送东西 It's
Yeah.
just my little effort like that lor.
But do you guys like sort of travel with your in-laws?
I haven't yet.
Haven't yet? Do
My
you?
one quite new.
No way.
No, huh?
Heaven. With my parents, yes. So
Also
me and
with
my
your-
wife and my parents and my sister. Yeah, but my in-laws not yet.
But how's your?
Hey, in-laws have.
Oh, don't even remember.
I almost forgot. No, because I'm pre-COVID. Alright, yeah. We went to China together. Yeah.
But how was it like spending time with them? Because you all don't live together, right?
We don't.
So for that
Oh
period,
no, but last time before we got married, right? Every weekend I will stay at my girlfriend's
stay
house.
over lah.
Yeah, my
But
wife's place.
1-2 days, those type, I think it's okay.
okay, yeah.
Because it's almost like, you all don't get to see each other for a very long time, a week or
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
So just that one day, you all can catch up.
Yeah.
Compared to every
day.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very different, bro.
No, like every day sure,
feeling-
but sure will have conflict on sure. I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
Like even my own parents also what. Like last time when we were staying together, always fight one what, Yeah.
But
because to them it's their house,
Yeah.
Then you're staying
You have
there,
to
then you
be
make a mess out of the
respectable.
house sometimes, I can imagine lah if I have a kid staying in my house, my kid better be as cute as my cat. What? If not, if you mess up my house, I'm also going to scold you. It's the same thing,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
自己生的有 difference 的 That's why can be more brutal. But to your like partner,
哦
留一点
yeah,
小
yeah,
面子
correct,
one.
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
最重要是你要懂得怎么去迁就 when you need to, give in when you need to, know where your boundaries are and communicate whenever possible.
Yeah, I think a lot of problems arise, right, between relationships also because of pride.
Yeah.
I think everybody got pride, right? Every human got pride. So be it parents or kids, if really got issues, right, just try to take away that pride lah. Usually, I think you can come to a like middle ground if you take away that pride,
对
特别是有 generation gap 的时候
Yes
上一辈就像我们刚
prideful 的
对，然后我们
Yeah
刚刚讲的 so called 那个家庭地位 right
Yeah
that's where the ego and the pride 啦
Correct.
Yeah.
The thing is, 我们也是有 pride 哇，小孩子也是有 pride,
对
Yeah. 所以
小孩子
Yeah.
怎么嘞
Not so 小了
I mean, compared to my parents 啦，我 always 比小孩子哇
Yeah,
right?
true.
Yeah.
你觉得你有没有什么东西你可以最后跟我们的 audience 分享的？就是讲说 how you can actually probably maintain a good relationship with in-laws.
I tell you, this in-law problem thing, it's very real because everybody is facing it. And I'm just very glad that I don't have to deal with it. I'm very, very blessed. But those of you who are facing this problem, right, I'm very sorry lah to hear that you are. Because it's not an easy problem to solve.
I mean, before you come to like decisions like divorce 也好啦
Yeah,
断绝关系也好啦
don't ever go there lah. That's the last case scenario,
I guess just look back at the situation for a moment and like what we discussed just now. Like,
Yeah.
if there is a possibility of speaking to your in-laws like really sit down. Although we mentioned that heart-to-heart talk is really hard with the 长辈, but if those more approachable ones, I guess if you guys can have an open conversation to talk things out, just like how we handle relationships. I think humans are always like that, right?
Yeah. They want to feel respected. They want to feel important.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
feel
actually,
these things,
that's-
right? Then they will.
So the way when you approach it, you should make them feel respected.
Yes, they should make
Yeah.
them feel that they are important in your life. Not
Yeah.
say you are just my mother-in-law or father-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 他们重视我的地位. Then they will also give you more one. I'm sure. Yeah. Human relationship is a long marathon. You need to be consistent with what you are doing, consistent in the efforts that you are giving, and it's not just one-sided. It has both
Both
sides
ways, yeah.
in order to keep the marathon going.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
the
not just
pace.
both ways, it's 3 ways because
Yes.
we've got husband as well, or the wife,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is why we can't have a solution per se.
Yeah.
Every scenario and situation is different.
different, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but the only way is you need to try lor. If you never try that, you just say, hey, they like that, then it's not fair. So yeah, in the in-laws and also they need to also open up and try it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And for those who are listening to our podcast, right? If you guys have actually been through like really bad in-law relationships and you have solutions,
Yeah.
please
Hey,
let
we
us
would love
know.
to
We
hear
would
it,
love
man.
to hear it.
We would
Yeah,
love
post
to
in the
hear it.
comment section.
Yeah. Or if not, you can also write it into us as another
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
for
Hey,
us
we
to-
really love to hear it. Like if there are success stories, right?
Yeah.
Like that means y'all had issues, like very, very bad issues, and how do you manage to solve? And now y'all become very close and all that. We would love to hear it, man.
Yes.
Alright, with that, so that will be the end of this episode. 谢谢大家收听，我们只有欢乐，没有慢热。
只有特色，绝对炙热的最佳播客
Sip and tell, and we want to thank Charlie.
Thank you.
谢谢你。
Thank you, Buzz.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
谢谢。和我们分享你的故事，发送到以下电邮地址 ：share with us your stories. Send in via the email below. advertising.sg@view.com.
View.